Welcome back to Casa.texpina. We're on build day number 234 today. Having a beautiful Wednesday morning. Our general labor crew is on site and our electricians are all here. Carpenters are all here. So we're going to walk you around and show you where everybody's at this morning and what all everybody's working on. So let's get started. We're going to get started here on the garage area. Mr. Allen and Mr. Alex are continuing to work our island for the master's closet and doing a little bit of site cleanup, making some dry pack for our mortar mix, some concrete repairs inside where the plumbers have notched out different things. Also, they found a shady area for being able to work on the cabinet doors and that sort of thing over here. So that's what they're working on. Also doing a little bit of site cleanup, as I'd mentioned. So let's go ahead and see what everybody's working on inside. Mr. Stanley is painting the trim, the cornice work at the top here in the maid's room, as well as he'll be working his way over to the bath and eventually working his way into here, into the utility room. We don't have the cornice work up here yet, but it will be coming soon. Also, doors are still being varnished, working on those. Doing a little bit of concrete repairs I was talking about here in the underneath the sink, and working upstairs. Let me get back there. Our electricians are starting to put the lights, outlets, and switches here in the media room. So we've got spots marked out on the floor where the pin lights go up above. So we're going to have a set of 4 pin lights here, a set of 4 pin lights here, a couple in the middle, and then outlets to match. So the electricians are hard at work upstairs. Also, the doors are starting to be hung. Mr. Ferdy, one of our carpenters, is hanging the doors on the hinges that we've already got. So as we start to get those ready, they're being hung. All right, up in the media room, we've got the doors going in and lock sets being put on. Looking good. He's going to do the same thing over here. We've already got the door in, but the lock set will be put in place later. You can see the 2 electricians are busy cutting holes in the ceiling. This is where they're going to put the pin lights, like we have here on the other side, and then here across the front. We're going to remove this one. This one's not going to be here. We're going to transfer it to the back side because we don't need it in front of the projector screen, which the projector is going to go right here between these 2. So we're going to have an outlet and a Cat 6 connection to be able to put the projector here right onto the wall. All right, let's walk around this afternoon and see what we got going on. So we got a little delivery here. Looks like some more paint, some more wood. Good stuff. Pardon me. Okay. Mr. JR found some more shade. We're over here working on the cabinet doors. We already did the macias. Now he's working on the sanding down, getting it ready for paint. So they did a little bit of fill, sand. All right. So those are going to be smooth when they get ready to paint them. All right, coming back in. We've got lots of drawers. Man, they're turning out drawers like crazy. Lots and lots of drawers. So we're gonna have drawers for both islands. So we've got the, this is the kitchen island. We're gonna have 6 drawers on each side. So they're gonna be about a foot, maybe a foot and a half deep on both sides. Plenty of places to squirrel stuff away for the utensils and that sort of thing inside the kitchen area. This one here is the island for the master closet. And we're gonna have a set of 3 on each side. And that's what's gonna be over here. All right, Mr. Henry here is working on the cabinet doors and taking them all down, getting ready to take outside over to where Mr. JR was. And we're gonna start doing macias and sanding on these too. All right. Mr. Wilson earlier patched our holes in the wall. So all the nice chipping and stuff that the plumbers did the other day when they were installing our pipes and garbage disposal has been corrected now. So they've got to let it dry, and then they'll do the same thing. They'll put a little skim coat on it, smooth everything out, and get it prepped for paint. Also back on site today, we got our guys from Tech Vision. They're out here working on our Ethernet installs. So we got a little bit of cables for pretty much each room is going to have both. Let me get over here and you can see it. We're going to have both a Ethernet port and a coax port for cable TV should we decide to go this route. Yeah, so we'll have a little thing here. Be able to use that and plug our Ethernet in. So when we put our smart TV up here, we've got a very short run. We can run it, we can hardwire it instead of taxing the Wi-Fi with it. We can just run it right off of that. So our gentlemen in here are tracking down where all of those pieces and parts go for the Ethernet system. So that's what we're working on today. And Mr. Wilson, man of many hats, is back to doing painting today. So we're continuing to prep these columns to get painted. Mr. Gel, our former painter, has been relocated to another site. Mr. Wilson and Mr. Andy, our varnisher, are going to be picking up more painting duties. So this is our wireless access points. You can unify. So this little guy is what they're putting there. And we've got 3 on the main floor, and we're going to have 1 more upstairs in the media room. So we should not have any problems with drop signal or low signal anywhere within the house. So our electricians have been busy up here as well. We see have our pin lights in all for here in the 4 main ones. So 8 main, sorry. This set of 4 and this set of 4. They will come back and put in the ones in the middle. Right now, all that you see is Tech Vision guys up here, and they are putting in, again, the Wi-Fi access point. So we're using those, like I just mentioned on the previous clip, 3 downstairs, 1 upstairs. We should have no problems with connectivity. Also up here, our door has been put in for the media room. Oh, sorry, for the attic space. So we got that, and they'll do the same thing on the other side. And that's actually Mr. Ferdy over there with a little bit of light. And that's what he's working on. So he's working on putting in our door lock set right there. So it's a standard door lock set. They have a circular hole saw that they'll use to grind out this, drill out this piece here, and then they use a chisel to do the rest for the actual lock set. All right, so of course after the tiles get laid and get put in place, both on the floor and on the walls, the next step is grout. So we've got 2 gentlemen doing grout today in 2 separate locations. So we got Mr. Jonathan here, they call him here Tan Tan. He's doing our grout for the walls and the floor here in the utility room. And one of our laborers from previous has returned, and this is Mr. Lance, and he has been working on the grout here in the master's closet area. So we're getting lots of good white grout put into the floor. Make sure that these little lines turn into those little lines where you can't see them. So it kind of blends it all together very nicely. All right, the first coat of paint is coming along nicely here in the maid's room. So we got just the first coat in. That's why you still see stripes everywhere. The gray on the cornice work, so it'll kind of blend in with what the rest of the house theme is doing as well. Electrical has been wired, but it's not been turned on yet. And Mr. Stanley is still working the baseboard down at the bottom. So looks good so far. All right, our guys here in the Tech Vision are working on the comm closet over here, comm cabinet. And these gentlemen down here are putting together our cell signal boosters. We've got two of them. What they're working on putting together is the antennas that go out on top of the roof, up above the dormer window. So we've got connections where these are going to be placed on the inside. So the repeater is going to be, there's one inside the dormer window, and the second one for the ground floor is right over here above the back patio door. So what that'll do is that'll bring in the 3G, 4G signal, cell signal from outside, broadcast it back inside the house. Because with all the rebar and the concrete throughout all the house, it really dampens the signal on your cell phone. So if, for instance, take a look at my cell phone here, I've got 3 bars. Well, sorry, I've got 2 bars out of the 4 that I normally have. So if I go outside, I've got 4 bars on my phone, but as soon as I go in the house, I lose that. So, well, even right out here out the front door, I'm sitting at, where is that? Right there. 1, 2, 3 bars. So inside the house, it should be back. Once this system is put into place, I will have full 4-bar signal all the way through the house. I don't have to worry about being in the house and say, huh, what? I can't hear you. Speak up. So they take these signals, boosters, these antennas, and they put them up on the roof. It gathers that strong cell signal, directs it inside, and pushes it through. This little nipple here is what's on the inside, and that's going to rebroadcast that signal throughout the house. And that all goes through that little panel right there. We can adjust it or troubleshoot it from that location. Big help, especially here where all the walls are made solid concrete. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, it's okay. You get a good signal from there?
Do you like it there?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's okay as long as it's get a good signal. Poke the hole through. They'll take this cable, connect it to the, it's got that control panel that I was telling you about in the previous clip. In one side, out the other, and then this cable that's already poking through is already running up to the location of the antenna outside above the dormer window. So I'll show you where that's going to be located at. Okay, let's go take a look. So just outside the door and to the right of our dormer window, see where those 2 cables are rolled up right there. They're going to install the 2 antenna up above, and that will receive the signal, transfer it inside, and then rebroadcast it across the rest of the house, so we'll be able to get good signal inside. And the install looks like this. There will be a small rectangular panel that's going to go right here in between the two, with an adapter going right there just to plug in for power. So we'll see that here momentarily, I assume. All right, now the cell repeater is installed outside, and take a look. I've got 2 bars here. When I'm upstairs, here, full 4 bars inside the house. Let's go take a look downstairs. And inside the house, full 4 bars, 3 bars, depending on where I'm at, 4 bars. There's the repeater, 4 bars. All right, as you can tell, it's a little past yabba dabba do time. We stuck around with the CCTV guys getting to a stopping point. They should be returning tomorrow. There's still some little bit more work to do. Hooking up the Ethernet system and the cable TV throughout the house. There's still a little bit small stuff here and there. And then being able to hook up the remainder of the CCTV. So I think we got a good boost today, and we should see these guys back again tomorrow, like I mentioned earlier. So if y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.